guys, what's going on? Back with another video. How's everybody doing? So upon viewer requests, actually quite a lot of viewer requests, I'm doing a video voice tutorial that shows you how to install LSPDFR from start to finish. Because believe it or not, even I have problems installing this thing, or at least making it work. Like there's some times where it just doesn't run. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't run sometimes. So there's that, or it doesn't run the right way, or it doesn't load at all, or I don't know. It can be kind of complicated. Like a while back, I had to reinstall the game because it was kind of too many mods. It was acting up, and so when I went to install Speedway, it just wasn't loading, and so I had to I just kept trying it and putting in like a different version. Eventually, just started working. But I don't know. It can be kind of tricky sometimes. So I figured I'd make a tutorial showing you how to do that. So this is the page where you download it from. Currently, it's LSPDFR 0.3.1. I assume when 0.4 comes out, it's like time in Christmas with this thing. I mean, that's probably, the pace they're going, that's probably when it's going to be here. I mean, this thing's taking forever. But anyways, I assume when that comes out, it'll be the same procedure here. So you're going to come to this page. You're going to come down here, and you can just kind of read through it. It shows you the different things it can do, but I'm sure you're aware of that. It's also got an installation guide if you want to take a look at that. Anyways, we're going to go to download this file. So then here you have an option between well, actually, no, not yet. First, you're going to read this. If you agree to it, then you hit agree. Then you're going to have an option between like an auto install and just a manual install. I always go with the manual installer, even though it probably might be less error prone if you use the auto installer. But I prefer the manual installer on account of the fact that the auto installer usually gets, if you have an antivirus program, which you should, usually gets detected as a virus, or then it'll run and try to install stuff, and then it detects it as a virus. Or it puts stuff places, and then even when you're done, then the antivirus looks at what it installed and deletes some of it, and then some of it's missing, and then it doesn't. It's easier to just do the manual install, in my opinion. Drag the stuff into the folder, and then you know it's all there. So then we're gonna go to download manual install. So we're gonna come down here to the CAPTCHA here. So by the way, they used to have that Google CAPTCHA that I hate. You know, the one where it's like click all the street signs. That one's terrible because what you're doing is you're just training Google's AI to to recognize stuff. So it's really they're just kind of getting the free labor there, and that one just takes forever. So I can do that. But this one's a little bit more civilized. So we'll enter that, hit download, and now it's going to download what we asked. What we asked it to download here in a second. All right, here we go. So now it's going to download that down below, as you can see. Oh, the other thing, too, if you have an account, I think if you log in, you get a faster download speed, which I forgot to do before downloading this. By the way, I think you also, if I'm not mistaken, you might not have to do a CAPTCHA when you're signed in, or you might, don't take my word for that, but I think you might. So I probably should have signed in before I did this, but nonetheless, I did not. So it's going to download this here at just blistering speed of like 0.5 megabytes a second. That's all right. So we're gonna get this. We're gonna open it up, and then we're basically gonna drag the files into the game. I might not actually do it because I already have it in the game and it's actually working right now. So I don't want to screw it up because it's kind of finicky sometimes. So, anyways, all right. So here we go. We'll click on this, and then it's gonna open this. So these are the files right here. No, okay, we got that. These are the files for it. I can just open this. So all of these right here. Are going to be the ones you need. Now, the thing about this is so this is going to have the Rage plug-in hook. Originally, when it came out, they tried to keep it separate, which was kind of dumb because it's like, I don't know what else you'd use it for other than this. And it's like, you don't know which version's the right version, and it's just kind of gets tricky. But you know that this version works with this version, or at least works with the mod. And so the thing you have to be careful of, though, is you got to come back here, back, and you have to see, not that, but you have to go to... Basically, you want to go here, Rage plugin hook, and you just want to make sure that that the version of the Rage plugin hook works with your version of the game. Because every time they update the game, which feels like every 5 minutes, it breaks all the mods until they get updated. Not all of them, but breaks the script hook and it breaks Rage plugin hook, and which is the two things that make the mods run. It's not the mods themselves, and then they have to get updated. So you just want to make sure that the what you're using works with the version of the game that you have. So anyway, so you'd go to downloads and you can check that out there. But anyways, so we're gonna assume this one works here. So these are the files right here. So then what you're gonna want to do is you're going to want to go get your game folder open. All right, so right here I have my game folder on the left, and I have the LSPDFR files here on the right. So all you're gonna do is you're just gonna grab all these and you're just gonna drag them into here. That's all you're gonna do. I'm not gonna do it because, like I said, I already have mine installed. But you're just gonna put them in there. It's gonna ask, do you want to copy all these? Yada yada yada. You're gonna say yes, and then you're good to go. So then, now when it comes time to load up the Rage plugin hook, what's going to happen is you're going to come down here, and you're going to see Rage plugin hook is in here. I pinned it to the taskbar down here, just so it's I can turn on the computer and it's easy to load up. And then what you're going to do is you're not going to launch GTA 5 to play LSPDFR. When this first came out, I actually couldn't figure this out. This was something I had a hard time with. Is basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on the Rage plugin hook, and then that will open GTA 5, which will load up the LSPDFR. So we're going to click on that, and then this is going to open here, and it's going to do some checks. Now, the first time you do it, it's probably going to ask you, do you want to unblock these things, which were these files. You're going to hit yes because Windows blocks some of them. So then it's going to launch your game now. And then the other thing, too, this could be... Oh, actually, hold on. I should probably point this out. So see this thing here? Click on this cog here. And you can come in here and you can change your settings. Like, I actually want my console key. I want that to be F2. And then plugins. I want it to load all the plugins, actually, so I don't have to do it on startup. And then this one in here, you don't need to fool with any of this unless you're having problems, which actually... Like, as you can see here, these are all things, like, all these little settings you can check if you're having a problem. Like for instance, a big problem... the biggest problem people have with the Rage plugin hook is when it acts like it's... When it doesn't load or it doesn't show up, it's because of... Not that this is, like, a troubleshooting sort of thing, but, like, this DirectX or, like, full screen or window mode. Like, those things cause problems. So those settings are there if you have a problem. But anyways... We'll just get the party started here. So anyways, you can check that out and set like which console, which key you want to use for the console. Not that you're really going to use that, but if you have a problem, again, it's there for you to use. So I'm doing this all in real time. I'm going to try not to cut anything out, so you just kind of know that we're just going to kind of see the whole thing from start to finish. So anyway, so this is going to load up the game. If you're gonna have a problem, usually the problem happens here. It's just I don't know why. This is where it happens. You know, whether it doesn't load something or this doesn't open or there's like a virus thing or whatever. This is usually where you're going to have the issue. All right, so here we go. Game's loading up here. So I think also you can turn off having the text, the version number and down in the corner in that menu I showed you there. So anyways, and so now it's going to give you this like loading screen here. It's going to say initializing this, loading that, doing this, and basically you let it load. I think it also loads an offline rendition of GTA. So I don't think you can go online. I think if you want to go online, you have to like load GTA on its own because of course you cannot do you can't use the LSPDFR itself online in the same way. So now we're going to let this load. And then when it loads, I'll show you how to go on duty too. Which I have a different way of going on duty that's faster. And here we go. And there, so now you know everything works, because if I hit F2, or I guess it's F4, yeah, so you can see this console here. A problem that people have is, or that I had for a long time, and just recently, since I last installed it, I stopped having the problem, is this thing doesn't, like, open. I press the F4 and it just doesn't come up, which it's like a DirectX problem, but it seems like that's not happening now. But if you press this, and, like, if the game, see how the game froze? If the game freezes and this thing doesn't load in, then that's the DirectX problem, which was a problem I had. So anyways, that's that. So anyways, so it's gonna say welcome to Rage Plugin Public Alpha, so you know everything is loaded up and ready to go. So we're finally going. So now, if you want to go on duty, there's two things you can do. Number one, you can drive to a police station, which is marked with the little badge police station icon here. So anyways, now we're gonna go on duty here. So we're going to go to we'll just go to the police station. Let's go to this one here. And we'll follow this thing. All right, here we go. So park up behind this car. I mean, you can kind of do whatever you want, but you can, anyway, so for this particular police station, the entrance is going to be right here. So we're going to walk up, and we're going to go on duty. You actually have to press E, and now we're going to go on duty. And there we go. Look at that. So now we're going to go in here, and it's going to have... So if you have the EUP uniform pack installed, which I assume most people do, you can use that to get changed, but I think this has its own little thing here that you're going to do, so I'll just go with this one. I'll put on my my regular outfit. We get done. Now we're going to pick our car. We'll go ahead and pick this one here. Pick this one. So I don't know why this is where it's... So we start at the like the door threshold here. I don't know why we start up on the sidewalk, but anyways. Oh. So now, like I was telling you, you want to do your uniform pack, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up here, which is the same. It's F11's the same thing for the spotlight, so we're going to go ahead and close that. We're going to go to wardrobe. Actually, no, we're going to go down here. This, that. There you go. And now we are ready to go. So now we're going to drive around. We can get call-outs, things like the pursuit of... Ooh, that's a juicy one, but that's the last not what we're doing this video for. Anyways, guys, so that's if you have a problem with it, let me know in the comments down below. I'll try to help you out. Like I said, even I have problems sometimes with that. So, anyways, it's gonna be something that's kind of tricky. I hope this helped. But other than that, until next time, that'll do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching.